Alright, welcome back, guys. So we're gonna talk about getting your desired tone in any type of effect pedal you are using, provided is okay. So first thing first, in getting your desired tone, especially if you are using a pedal that allows you to do so many stuff like this GT100. Now you can be able to, first thing first is to know where you are connecting your output to. You must make sure your output settings are set to the particular item you are plugging it. So this is input and this is output. So you must make sure that your output out is the setting is being done correctly. If it's connecting to a mixer or sound card, you must make sure you set it here. If it's connecting to a small amp, you set it here. Combo amp, stack amp, Jesse 120 return, combo return, stack return, lines and phone. That is your mixer, your sound card. You see, so that is the first thing. You make sure the place you have been connecting your pedal to, you set it correctly. That is one. Secondly, for getting your desired tone is understanding the chain of effect. The basic effect chain, you have the gain sections first. After the gain sections, now comes the modulation and the filter options. These are the gain sections, like your compressor, your overdrive, your preamp. Then now comes the noise gate. Before you go to, this is your EQ. Your EQ can even go to your gain section. You can even put it after the noise gate, depending on how you want to dial it in. So that is just the basic idea of the effects chain. You have your gain section first, then you have your modulation and filter on the right side. So that is just the basic. Now how the thing flows is that the signal has been generated. That is the first thing that happens, that the signal has been generated. You play the string, the signal has been generated. Now the signal is running through some lines. Now the question you ask yourself is, if the signal that has been already been generated, what do I want to achieve with this signal that have already been generated? That is the first question you ask yourself. How do I want this already signal to sound? So that is the question that will bring about what to add in, what to put in, how to shape in the signal that have already been generated. If you don't know this question, begin to ask yourself this question. If a signal has been generated, you play a chord. So you ask yourself, this chord that I play, this signal that has been generated, what do I want to achieve with this signal? So that is just the first thing you do. You ask yourself this question. What do I want to achieve? So that will take you through, maybe I want to add the compressor to squash the sound, I want to sustain it, I want to put a radio attack, I want to make it punchy, I want to add the overdrive tone to it, I want to make it to clip, I want to make it to hard clip, So I want to add so many stuffs to it. So that is just this is just the basic idea. Now another idea for getting your desired tone is to also make sure that the cord you are plugging to the from the your guitar to the effect is okay. You see, and you also make sure the guitar you are using is okay too, so you not run into problems. That is it. So after this idea, now you we head to patch ideas and mode idea. If you have effect that can be able to go to manual mode or can be able to go to patch mode, is okay. Now the question is, you ask yourself, what type of gig am I going out with? Am I playing like a single band man kind of single man show? I play alone with a laptop. You put some backend tracks and your effect with a little MIDI keyboard. You hook up to the PC, everything up. You are one man show. Or am I gigging out with a different vocalist, or do I have a special vocalist that used to sing different types of tune? This question comes in, and once this question comes in, the answer that follows is, how can I build my patches so that the first 4 patch or 3 patch, depending if you are using this type of pedal, the first 4 patch are going to be the most used patch that I will normally use in different occasion. That is the first answer towards the first 4 patch is the most used patch. That is one. The second, you must make sure that you align the patch volume, that is the patch level, so that when you are moving from patch, example, this is my high life patch. If I'm moving from high life to Soukous, you will not see like a much drastic change in volume. They're just like the same volume. This is high life and this is Soukous. So you see, this both of them does have drastic same volume changes. Now I'm going to my gospel. The same volume before going to lead section. Another patch again is my pads. So this just they are just basically the same patch volume level, so that if I'm moving, it will not be So that is just it. Let me also hide the volume from the volume pedal again. So that is just the basic idea of getting that to your tone. Make sure your patch, you arrange your patch and you organize it in such a way that your first four patch is the patch you are going to use in different occasion. So if you are running it in a manual mode, you also consider different changes in types of situation you are going to, you know, meet. So that's just the basic thing. So this is my high life clean. In this my high life clean sound, I can play even some Roomba sound or so many stuff with this high life clean, because I was able to use this phrase loop and CTN acceleration control button to add some effect towards the effect chain and this particular patch. So another patch. So this pedal will now act as my wah pedal. You see, so I can use this patch to play so many stuff. Going to the second patch like Soku's Clean. So can remove the delay. I can add chorus. Add delay. So I can go to my gospel. pad. Acoustic. So that is just the basic idea behind organizing and getting your tone. Quick recap. First is to know you are using a good cable for your guitar and the effect. Second is to know where your effect is plugged in, set it correctly. If it's connected to a mixer Soundcard, make sure you set it correctly. Third is to make sure your effect chain is organized in order. You have the gain section. Gain section are the things that boost the signal that has been generated already from your pickup down to the amp. So in the effect chain, the gain section is the place you add more values to those generated. Saying if you want it to come out more, if you want to make it to make it balance it, these are the gain section. You do so many stuffs in the gain section. These are the preamp. You check whether do you want to use a preamp from the multi effect, or do you want to run it 4-cable method, send and return. So you want to use the preamp from your already existing combo amp, you can use it, send and return 4-cable method to do that without using the preamp from the GT100. This is the noise gate to suppress the noise coming out from those gain sections. So that's just the basic thing. So if it's not sounding okay and right for you, please make sure you die it in correctly the way you want. So that is it. Thanks and stay tuned. Bye.